Welcome back, everybody. Chevron plans a massive $75 billion buyback. That is triple the size of its previous authorization that was unveiled back in 2019. The company is also hiking its dividend. Brian Sullivan is here with the details. That stock right now up by about 2.8%. This is a really big move, Brian.
It's a big number, Becky. I mean, when the headline crossed yesterday, I was walking around town and I thought, is the decimal somewhere in the wrong spot? All right, let's talk about Chevron. Like you noted, okay, it's an oil and gas giant making giant after the hours headlines. As you noted, authorizing a stock buyback of up to $75 billion doesn't mean that they'll do all that. It's authorized up to $75 billion. That is one of the biggest ever on record in corporate America. Not the biggest. Apple's is $89 billion, so Apple's is $14 billion more than Chevron, but it's still big. The run rate's going to be about $3.75 billion per quarter. Again, if they do it, here's what's amazing. The buyback is about 20% of Chevron's entire market cap at about 5 times the size of the current plan. Now, I know you've spoken with Mike Wirth, Becky, many times, as have I. He has hinted that Brent crude around 75 could lead to more buybacks, and indeed it did. They're also raising their dividend by 9 cents a share to $1.51 a share. That pumps the dividend yield now to more than ExxonMobil. So now the ball's in Exxon's court. Chevron shares, by the way, up 35% a year. We're going to find out just how good it has been lately because Chevron earnings are due out tomorrow morning. Expectations are for profits just above $37 billion for the year. And people saying, well, they're not spending money on new projects. Well, they are. $17 billion on new projects this year. That's up about $2 billion from last year. But I will say well lower than the $40 billion in capital expenditures Chevron spent back in the go-go days of 2013. So spending a little more to produce a little more, $2 billion of that, by the way, on lower carbon projects. But $75 billion buyback, I'm sure we'll hear nothing from any politician about this. Please note sarcasm.